Hello, how are you all doing? Thank you for tuning in to A Love Awakening. My name is Matthew, and I just want to thank you for joining us for this message today. We have a lot of great things that we're doing with A Love Awakening. You can check out our website at aloveawakening.com. Of course, you can check us out here on the YouTube channel. If you like what you're hearing from all of our broadcasts, from this broadcast, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below and hit the little bell icon, and you'll get notified of all the wonderful things that we're doing. So I had a very interesting day today. And it was really funny because you know that with me, I take and I look for the synchronicities that happen during the day. I look for synchronicities that turn up, especially repeating numbers like 111, 222, 623, which is one of my numbers. But I look for those little synchronicities that happen during the day. And one of the synchronicities that was coming up today was people saying, oh, just trust your intuition. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. That happened over and over and over today. I mean, to the point where it was just like, okay, universe, I got it. I understand it. But the thing was, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. And so I started thinking about that. And in my meditation time after work, kind of getting myself, just, calm and collected, it just kind of came to me that there are occasions that we just don't follow our intuition. We don't follow our gut instinct when something is happening, when something is going on, and we ignore it and we get ourselves into these situations that we should have never been in the first place. So I am guilty of this, and I'm sure that you could probably relate to this as well. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, listening to your intuition, listening to the gut instinct that you have. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by gut instinct? Well, for every person, it's different. So it's not like I can say, hey, listen, feel this, okay? But I can give you some tips on how to feel your gut intuition, okay? Now, you have to understand that your gastrointestinal system has neurotransmitters inside of it. It has like a system that if something is not right or going right up here, if something is not right here in the heart, inside of your energy, it is going to affect your gastrointestinal system. So literally, you can trust your gut. So if something is coming up, if a situation is coming up, and you feel that your stomach is not quite right, if it's just not there, okay, trust your gut. Literally, trust your gut. Because whatever that is, some people call it, it's just science because your subconscious is trying to figure something out, and it figured out, before your conscious brain could, so therefore it's sending messages to your stomach to, make it tighten or what have you. I don't care what they call it. It's intuition. And sometimes it happens on that energetic level. Everything happens on an energetic level, but sometimes this happens on an energetic level that we just can't even explain. It just, boom, happens. So literally, one of the ways that you can tune into your intuition is listen to your gut. Listen to what's going on there. If you are in a situation, say for example, you are a manager and you are in charge of hiring someone new. Well, you're going into that interview, but all of a sudden in the middle of the interview, you start getting that just queasy, not so good feeling in your stomach. And you might be wondering, okay, wait a second, was this lunch? Okay. But if you know that it wasn't lunch and you're having that kind of queasy feeling and like not so right, you might want to consider that maybe the candidate that's standing in front of you or sitting in front of you is not the right candidate. You might be just picking up something energetically that your gut literally is trying to tell you about. So check in with your gut. That's one way to follow your intuition, okay? And of course, one of the other things that I do all the time is look for the synchronicities. The universe is always lining things up for us to see and to get our attention so we know that we are going in the right direction. So look for those synchronicities in your life. Like today, I had so many people saying, trust your gut, trust your instinct, trust your gut, trust your instinct. And it happened over and over and over again. So if those types of situations happen, take note, because that's your intuition saying, we need to check in here. Okay? And so that was my notice for today, that you need to check your intuition a little bit more often. So that's what I get out of that. So looking for the synchronicities and trying to figure out what you are needing energetically. It's very important for us to do that, especially in the mindset of manifesting. Okay, we want to ensure we're manifesting the correct things. Okay, for us, for our well-being, and to have a life that we love. So taking that on. Okay, now one of the other things that I want you to be very, very aware of, and sometimes this kind of get into the, how nasty feelings come about, okay, is your attachment. Your attachment to either commitments or your attachment to something that's going on. So if you get this feeling that like, oh, I just can't do this, and you find that your mind goes into overtime to try to find reasons why you should be doing this, check in. Because if you're getting that feeling, but your mind is starting to race and trying to find reasons that you should stay engaged inside of it, you might be attached to it. And if you become attached to it, then you will start operating not in intuition, but inside of a mindset. So, say for example, you are in business with someone, okay? Or you have a business with someone, but the things that you're doing are not going well, and you start getting that horrible feeling. You just start getting that feeling that this is not working. The energies are not meshing, the business is not going forward, whatever that is, okay? But then you find yourself going, well, wait a second, if I back out now, that makes me a bad person. If I say I don't like what's going on, well, that makes me a bad business partner because I'm not on board with the company. So another way you can check in with your intuition is to see if you have those attachments. If you have those types of attachments, then you really need to step back and look at those and find out why you're attached to it. If you're trusting your gut, your gut is going to tell you something's up here, okay? You can ask Lisa. These were some of the things that were coming up when, we had a business that was going with another person, okay? We just weren't sure how to say to this person, this is not working. And so we tried to come up with so many ways to make it work, and it just wouldn't work. So we had to back away. But we finally got it to the point where we understood that we were attached to it because we didn't want to lose a friendship in order to save a business. So if you're attached to it and your mind starts racing, that's a good indication that you need to recheck in with your intuition, okay? And one of the things that you can do to do that is get yourself quiet. Get yourself into a meditative state. Take a step back where you can just be quiet, not thinking about it, not trying to figure it out, not trying to, figure out all the scenarios that you, or what steps you can take in order to make it work. Step back, get yourself quiet, and don't let those thoughts intervene. When you get quiet, when you take and step back away from whatever that you're doing and get silent, so those aren't kind of blasting your head, that's the time that the aha moments happen. You all of a sudden get like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay? So get yourself back. Now, after you've done all of this, this is the try. This is the attempt, okay, of like showing your strength. And when you show your strength, inside of this, it might be something like, I'm sorry, we have to part ways. I'm sorry, that doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for my energy. Okay? This isn't the best thing for me right now at this point in my life. Maybe we should reevaluate how this is being done. And you can do that not only for like businesses and other people, but you can do this for yourself as well. Okay? Take a look and see what energies you're putting out there. If you're putting too much energies out there, check in with your intuition and say, okay, wait a second, what did I do? What's going on? Why is this happening to me? Okay? A great piece of information that Aaliyah imparted to me one time that I need to follow more often is just because you can do it doesn't mean you have to do it. So you might want to take that on and ask yourself, do I need to do this? Okay, or is this just kind of a nice thing to do? Do I have to do this, or can this be someone else's job? I mean, and sometimes that comes with a little arrogance too, because I know for a fact that, when I'm doing stuff, I'm proud of it. I get attached to it. This is my baby. This is my product. So we have to be understanding that if you get too attached to it, that's right here. Step back. Listen to your intuition. It might bruise your own feelings, okay? But it's going to get you out of a situation that is going to sap your energy and take that energy away from you. So be mindful of that. Be absolutely mindful of where you're placing your energy. Check in with your intuition. Your gut will tell you when you are overextending your energy. So make sure that you're checking in with your instincts. You're checking in with your gut. Follow that gut instinct. Check in with it regularly. It's not magic. It's about the energy. So you can clear up energy that you need to do the projects that you want to do and to manifest the things that you want to have. So make sure that you're checking in with your intuition today. So this has been Matthew from A Love Awakening. It's been a joy having you with us. We love your comments. We love hearing your responses to the videos that we're making and everything that's going on. So if you like this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe below. Hit the little bell and you'll get notified of all the things that we're putting out there. Check out our website at aloveawakening.com. Our t-shirt shop is up and running, so check those out. We have some new designs that are going to be going up this week, so take a look at those. Anything that we receive goes back into A Love Awakening to bring a message of love and hope, happiness, peace, joy, all of that to the world. So thank you so much for joining me today. And as always, I love you. Lisa loves you. A Love Awakening loves you. So that means that you need to love you. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.